It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're already getting the feel for this new NBA season. Taking it all in with me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. And here we are, start of a new season. So much drama coming out of the gate.
Drama for your mama.
Shaq, for the teams that are underperforming thus far, what can they do to try and right the ship?
Look, Ernie, it's early, so don't overreact. You can mix up the rotations a little bit. Don't be scared, coach. Do what you got to do.
Well, first, you got to keep believing in yourself. But I love these player-only games.
Oh, I'll bet you.
I did, man.
Really? You liked them?
Oh, because I used to. That's the only time I could really look in your face in front of the other 11 guys and tell you how I really feel about you.
Like, Akeem, you're killing us.
No, that never. It was more like, see, we should only give it to Akeem because he's the only one not killing us.
Oh.
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge.
Only one game away from Chicago here. The Bulls will be back home for the next one.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Isaiah Thomas may be small in size, but he's always dreamed big. He said, "It sounds crazy, but I always thought I was going to be an NBA player, that I'd be an all-star and one of the best to play. That was in my head since I was a little boy, before I loved anything, before I knew what love was. I love the game of basketball." Kevin?
Great to hear that, D.A. Thank you. Thomas plays with real passion. You can tell he loves playing the game. Maybe too soon to start talking about this, Doris, but we see some young teams getting blown out. Clearly they're in rebuild mode. At what point do you start to focus on player development versus winning games?
You know, this is such a tough organizational issue because you have to balance the priority of giving your young talent an opportunity to get the repetition necessary in a playing environment in a competitive situation versus we owe a commitment to our fans to win and win at a high level because they're paying the ticket prices and ultimately, you know, playing. That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Grant kicks to Mirotic. Over James. The Cavaliers pull it in.
They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Love kicks to James. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Doris, we've seen the offensive game of LeBron James evolve over the years, adding a post game, improving his three-pointer.
Well, I think, Kevin, like all of the greats, the work habits and willingness to add dimensions to his game have always been there. We understand passing and playmaking have been the constants of his career, but now he understands he's got to vary the way his points and his productivity come.
And he knocks down the first one.
We know that LeBron has always been a good foul shooter. Not a great one, but a good one.
He doesn't get the second one.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick, and if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Mirotic, the pass to Lopez, uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, so easy to admire the way he works at close range. Lopez showing that nice, soft touch.
And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
If LeBron shoots that three in rhythm, his success rate just skyrockets.
Thomas against Grant. Lopez a screen. Grant, right side. Shot clock at 6. Lopez dishes to Mirotic. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Outside Thomas. Wade against Levine. Wade kicks to Love. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Well, you know Kevin Love is ready in catch-and-shoot situations. Beautifully done.
Thomas against Grant. Feeds to Mirotic. Back to Grant. Mirotic, a screen on James. Here's Grant, and the rejection by Love.
Wow, terrific timing from Kevin Love to get the block, something he's worked hard to improve on. Boy, that makes them 4 out of 5 to start this thing. They're finding very good shots early on.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Portis, the pass to Mirotic. He dishes it to Grant. They need this. No good off the front iron.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Now the pass to Wade. Lopez with the steal, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Grant against Thomas. Levine dishes to Lopez. There's the pick from the baseline.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
And the basket by Wade.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Bulls trail by 12. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
How about the shooting percentage, though? In the low 30s. That tells you all you need to know.
I think indicative of some breakdowns in their offensive execution. You don't create any open looks, and they couldn't make the ones they were taking.
And the Cavs over the last few seasons setting records when it comes to three-pointers made.
And really, they did a good job of surrounding LeBron with floor spacers. They doubled down on that when they got Channing Frye. And then when he and Kevin Love play together in the front court, the Cavs can bury you with their long-range shooting.
Grant. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. The Cavaliers leading by 10. James with it. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Over Mirotic, and it's blocked by Mirotic. And they'll keep possession. Here's Thompson. Off the left rim and out.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Here's Portis. The shot, no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And you'd think this was a favorable matchup for them, but last year anyway, that was not the case at all. Bulls trail by 10.
Grant kicks to Portis. Lopez right side. And it's Wade with the rebound.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Thomas gone 1 of 3 on the night. Grant gets a wide open look. Bulls with the first shot clock. Levine against Wade. Here's Grant. Sinks the triple. Grant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls.
I tell you, there are players who can get thrown off when they're that wide open, but this guy keeps his cool and doesn't rush it.
And Thompson kicks to James. Inside. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by LeBron. Love's got 5 points so far.
I tell you, that timing and that awareness Love has near the rim is something you simply can't teach.
Wade against Levine. Pass to Lopez. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Thomas passes to Thompson. It is now to Love. He feeds it to Thomas. Pass to Thompson. Chicago grabs the miss. Lopez has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Grant dishes to Mirotic. They get it back. Back to Grant. Passes it to Portis. And stolen by Thomas. Wade against Levine. Wade kicks to Love. Thomas outside. A shot off that time, so the Bulls will take it the other way.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Levine for 3. And James pulls it down. James has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Love, and he converts the layup. 7 points in the game. Bulls trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
You know, it's interesting. Kevin Love, almost 2 different players, right, guys? I mean, a bruising offensive rebounder who can battle inside, but also a skilled perimeter shooter. That's a rare combination.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Number 1, the Bulls.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
4 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And if you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
Smith inside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the 3-point shot is a growing part of Kevin Love's game.
Well, I think it's certainly something he's added since coming to the NBA. From barely shooting any early on in his career where he was a flat back-to-the-basket scorer, now 3-pointers account for almost half of his field goal attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Doris, some players, no matter how hard they try, can't make free throws in games. You spent a lot of your playing time at the line, playing guard for Providence. Why do you think this mental block is there for some players.
It's amazing the power of the mind relative to sports performance, right, Kevin?
Yes.
Because I do believe very often this can be much more about the mental than the physical side of it. Think back to Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, guys who are physically massive, and they say the size of their hand impacts their ability to shoot it. But to me, there is no question about it that sometimes it's just you're afraid. It's like the yips in golf. You just can't figure it out. And it becomes a scary place to be, standing alone on the free throw line.
Good comparison. Smith, the pass to Fry. Screen by Smith. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. Fry dishes to Jefferson. No one covering. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Now, this guy used to be a highlight level dunker, and now he's matured Richard Jefferson into catch-and-shoot specialist.
Felicio kicks to Holiday. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Rose. Screen by Jefferson. Crowder, the pass to Fry. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Fry's got his first bucket of the night.
The long arms of Fry really uses his length well inside.
Now here's Markkanen. Guarded closer. They set the pick. There's the triple. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Over in the corner, Rose. 1:51 left here in the first quarter.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Cavaliers.
And a shot they haven't been looking for very much is that corner three. And when they have, these been quick to kind of close out and deny it, and they've had to get their points from elsewhere.
Fry, good.
And really that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
You know, I'm surprised the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. You know, that's their preferred weapon tonight.
Here's Holiday, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Holiday's got his third bucket of the night.
Perfect example of how to set a great screen. Set your feet, stand firm.
Outside Rose, dishes it to Jefferson. Smith kicks to Fry. Felicio with the rebound. Bulls trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Drills it from outside. Valentine's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's a good screen. Rose dishes to Fry. And it's off from three-point range. Well, the Bulls shooting the ball to the tune of 41% from the field so far. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Back to Crowder. Outside Rose. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And it's the size and speed of Rose that makes him so tough to defend. He gets that step, you got no option but to foul.
The Cavaliers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
so he gets them both.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Tough shot.
Incredible.
3 points at the buzzer.
An absolute miracle that one went in. A circus shot to end the quarter.
And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through, the injuries, the expectations. And we asked him how he's dealing with all of it.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think about the past. I can't think about if I'm going to hurt myself, if I move the wrong way. When I'm out there, I have a free mind. I have no expectations on myself. I just know that I prepare myself well. There's no pressure.
Well, and Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. Hey, with a little more luck, he may still be that.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Markkanen. Dunn is out there with Valentine. And it's Holiday in at the 3. One-on-one here. Here's Dunn. Oh, good on that one. And Cleveland the other way now. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Jay Crowder. Good season for him last year. Came in about 14 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Kicks it to Holiday. There's the screen. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Doris, so many great point guards in the league. In fact, a number of stars at that position. We see them every night. But who are some of the floor generals that maybe don't get the headlines? More of the underrated portion.
I think the single most consistently underrated point guard, though certainly not by the contract extension he most recently signed, would be Mike Conley. This guy for the Memphis Grizzlies. Some guys just fit in the systems and the cities and the organizations for whom they play. And I would say Mike Conley, ability to run the team, ability to make the three-point shot, to make the players around him better. He comes to mind. Kemba Walker in Charlotte is a guy who, once they consistently start to make the playoffs as an undersized point guard, I think you could see him start to grow in reputation. And Isaiah Thomas, who launched himself for stretches into the MVP conversation. Interestingly, Kevin, what do all three have in common? A little bit undersized in today's NBA.
And can you believe Conley has never been an all-star, as good as he is?
Cannot believe that. No, and you've had his teammates make it, Marc Gasol most notably. I know that Marc Gasol would love to see Mike Conley next to him in an all-star uniform.
Now the feed to Dunn. Markkanen sets the pick for Holiday. Lock at 6. He kicks it to Markkanen. The pass to Felicio. Over Fry. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Jefferson against Holiday. Jefferson passing to Smith. Trains the three-pointer.
And really, Smith is always looking to fire as soon as he touches the ball. The D has to be more aware of that quick trigger.
Dunn kicks to Holiday. That's tipped.
What anticipation by Channing Frye. Measures it up and sends it back.
It's tipped. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Felicio, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Shoots the 3. And another 3 from Smith. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, JR has no problem drilling a shot from that kind of range.
They set the pick. Holiday, a screen on Crowder. Valentine with it, now guarded by Crowder. Floats one. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Well, I'll tell you, for a long time, the reputation of J.R. Smith, not ideal. But, you know, a little bit of poor decision-making, unfocused defensively. He's really matured. He's gotten better on and off the court.
Two shots.
That's good from J.R. Smith. And J.R. Smith, a natural offensive. But Doris's defense has come a long way, too.
Amazing what winning titles can do. You start to appreciate what it takes to be successful. And you go back to his offense, though. A very good three-point shooter, even under great defensive pressure.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Love comes in for Crowder. LeBron's checked in for Richard Jefferson. And Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose.
Yeah, and Smith needs to continue to work on improving his shot from the free throw line.
Grant kicks to Lopez. Back to Grant. Lopez sets a screen for Grant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throw.
And he knocks down the first one. Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Grant drops them both. Doris, you talk about versatility of players, but as a broadcaster, you've been a courtside reporter, game analyst, a studio host, you name it. What do you prefer to do? What do you like most?
There's no question about it, Kev. The analyst role is the absolute most fun. Now, the only thing that might push that over the top is to sit beside the great Kevin Harlan.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Lopez a screen. Grant with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Mirotic gets the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. And he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. And Levine, here we go. Puts it up from 17. Thompson with the rebound.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Over Levine. The shot by Wade, no good. Bulls trail by 7. Levine kicks to Grant. Releases from the wing and drills it. Grant's got 9.
Yeah, Levine finding the open man. The difference for him right now, playing under control.
At the top of the key, Thompson. Kicks it out to Love. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Thomas against Grant. Mirotic sets the screen for Grant. Outside, Levine. Screen by Grant. Portis kicks to Mirotic. They get it back. Lopez. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, strong finish inside by Lopez, absorbing the hit. Nice concentration there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
On the free throw, no good. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass, and Greg get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a three-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brooke can make threes, it can't be that hard.
Maybe. Here's Wade. Love kicks to Thomas. Wade outside. The screen from Thompson. Lopez with the block.
You have to be a fan of how Robin Lopez refuses to give any shot a free pass. He'll block and challenge anything.
Stolen by Grant. Here's Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Thomas, good.
Well, Isaiah Thomas has a great stroke. The guy can fill it up from downtown.
Bulls trail by 9. Grant kicks to Levine. Grant against Thomas. Feeds it to Mirotic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
Here's Thomas. 11 points last game. Wade kicks to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Mirotic with it. Picked up by Thompson. On the wing, Levine. And oh, he jams it right over Kevin Love. Wow.
Body control, flair for the dramatic. Levine in style.
And that last replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleashed chaos moment. James outside to the inside. And Love throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Bulls trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
For Chicago, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. Free throw good, Portis.
And for so long, the Bulls really were synonymous with the best defensive teams in the league. But as a team, they've started to slip the last few years. It's something that has been lost while this team kind of retools for the future.
Thompson, a screen on Grant. Thomas dishes to Thompson, and it's sent back by Lopez. LeBron against Mirotic. Down low, here's Portis. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play. And it used to be you could pencil in the Bulls as a top 10 defensive team by most metrics in any given year. But, Greg, the last few seasons, they've just been middle of the pack.
And, you know, over the history of this team, they've always been at their best when they played great defense. You go back to those Jordan years where they were marked by exceptional defense. This last group, led by Derrick Rose, similarly built on a defensive-minded philosophy. Let's just see if they get back to their roots with this new push.
And that one misses.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Mirotic against James. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first one falls. And, Greg, wouldn't you agree, Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending?
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Grant against Thomas. Portis kicks to Grant. Lopez up top. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Levine with it. Wade picks him up. Shot clock at 3. From deep. Levine can't hit.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
Wade passes to Thomas. Love dishes to James. And James throws it down.
And LeBron James showing no signs of slowing up anytime soon, scoring with ease.
Bulls trail by 8. And here is Mirotic. His last outing, he had 8 points. Grant kicks to Lopez. To the right side. Mirotic has a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Mirotic has got 5.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
On the wing, James, covered by Mirotic. There's Thomas with the 3, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Mirotic sets the screen for Grant. Back to Levine. Screen by Grant. Pass to Mirotic. 6 to shoot. Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
I tell you, when Levine gets up ahead of steam, he's really difficult to stay in front of.
Wade, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest 2 guards to ever play.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
To the paint, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Dunn.
How he performed last season. Last season, put up about 3 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
There's a screen. Pulls from the top of the key, and it's off the back rim. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Crowder goes in, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Don't you love the way Jay Crowder slashes into the teeth of the defense? Superb at penetrating towards the cup.
Markkanen sets the pick for Valentine. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient. Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
The dish to Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And 11 points for Smith.
Well, you really like to see Smith go to work inside there, always looking to expand on his game.
And so it's Cleveland, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half, and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh, yeah. We got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room. We got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay. But like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And in that first half, something we don't see a lot of from him, the ability to make everyone around him better.
I don't think there's any question that that's an added bonus for this team, Greg. I'll be interested to see, can he keep it up in the second half?
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Bulls trail by 9. LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. D-Wade out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's Fry in at the center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Well, one of those young players, Zach LaVine, just getting better and better.
LeBron outside. He dishes it to Wade. Chicago grabs the miss. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Grant in the corner. Pass to Portis. They set the pick. Lopez right side. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Fry's got 6 rebounds in the game. In the corner, it's James. Shoots over Mirotic, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the Cavs, once again, looking to will their way, Doris, to a title. Every year, the competition seems to grow fiercer.
Yes, but they seem to be a team that thrives on adversity. Think back to 2016 when they overcome that 3-1 deficit. Last season, it was the largest second-half comeback in playoff history. There's no quit in these Cavaliers.
For Chicago, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
One shot.
That's good from Lopez.
Robin Lopez, the prototypical lunch pail player. He brings so much skill, able to create some offense when his number is called.
LeBron kicks to Love. Shoots it up. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Really like the energy I'm seeing from this offense. 3 for 4 to open the third.
Thomas passes to LeBron. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And when Mirotic first came over to the NBA, he made a big splash, showed that he can act as that stretch 4 and contribute. Unfortunately, he just hasn't evolved as a player since that rookie year.
Free throw good, James. And for Mirotic, a lot of his lack, Greg, of progression as a player has come from inconsistency.
And you can see it in his field goal percentage as well as when he plays. It needs to find more consistency in every facet of the game. But young enough, I think, to still make that happen.
He's perfect from the line this time. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Bulls trail by 5. Mirotic, a screen on LeBron. He got right to the cup using that screen. Lopez has got 11 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Thomas dishes to LeBron. Wade outside. Thomas sets a screen for Wade. He feeds it to Love. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. Love up top. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
And Doris, coming into the NBA, Love's game was centered around the basket, a double-double machine.
Well, think about this, Kev. One of 5 players in the last 3 decades to average over 15 rebounds for an entire season. He did that in 2011. And he still remains a factor on the boards because he's got terrific understanding of positioning and great lower body strength.
That one misses for Love.
Well, he has a knack for getting to the free throw line, and once he's there, odds are pretty good he's making them.
Out left to the wing. Lopez kicks to Levine. Passes it to Grant. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Mirotic's shot is off.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
And last year, the Bulls, Greg, just didn't threaten anyone from outside.
I think a big problem has just been personnel. You know, some of the guys they brought in as shooters just really haven't panned out, and that lack of shooting from deep is why this offense can grow stagnant at times.
Free throw good, LeBron.
And Cavaliers fans have to be pleased with what the team got in exchange for Kyrie Irving. An all-star in Isaiah Thomas, a two-way starter in Crowder, and some talent for the future. I think they did well.
And so he's able to get one of 2.
And the Cavs stuck to their guns in the trade negotiation. They wanted that 2018 draft pick, which is coming from the Nets. You never know what happens with LeBron this upcoming offseason. They got talent and depth to win now, but also a plan B if they need to rebuild.
Love with the bucket.
Well, guys, that mid-range is like a layup for Kevin Love, right? This is his comfort zone.
Bulls trail by 8. On the wing, Levine. Lopez outside. Levine against Wade. And there's Levine on the assist by Lopez.
Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
James in the post. Mirotic is there. And that one's good. James.
Well, LeBron just shrugs off any and all contact when he has a good look at the rim like that.
Grant kicks to Levine. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And they continue to control the glass.
Don't you love watching Isaiah Thomas run the floor? You get the sense he knows he can get any shot he wants.
Bulls trail by 10. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I call it the little man syndrome. He's driven to prove himself. I mean, he's overcome the odds. In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season. And he's not just playing, he's playing at the highest level.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And it's Grant in the corner. And again, no good by Chicago. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Wade kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, Thompson just so focused. Even with the defense in his face, he still has the poise to be able to knock down shots.
For Chicago, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Levine against Wade. Levine kicks to Grant. The pass to Portis. Grant with a screen on Jefferson. Offensive rebound. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
The Bulls have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
One shot.
The Cavs' Tyronn Lue said he never envisioned coaching during his playing career, but Doc Rivers saw something in him.
Well, Doc likes to say that Ty just had a way of bringing people together, a way of connecting. At the same time, Lue is tough enough to speak the truth and point out things that others might be reluctant to say.
And it's Grant in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Grant's got 12.
I'll tell you, that's nice work, right? You move, you get into space on the perimeter, and you knock down the three.
Thomas, a screen on Mirotic. LeBron passes to Wade. Releases. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Well, you have to stay attached to Isaiah Thomas because in catch-and-shoot situations, this guy is ready to fire.
Bulls trail by 8. Now Grant. He's got 12. Dishes it to Lopez. Levine kicks to Portis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Lopez with the bucket.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Wade outside. Thompson outside. Over to the wing. Thomas kicks to Wade. Chicago grabs the miss. Levine with it. Now Thomas defending. Scooped up. Lopez. Jefferson with some nice D. Cleveland leading by 6. LeBron outside. Jefferson with it. Working on Portis. Stolen by Grant. Kicks it to Levine. Here's the teardrop. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And James throws it down.
I don't think you can stop LeBron James when he starts off to fly like that. Might as well just start jogging back the other way.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Crowder, he's checked in for LeBron. Smith comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Felicio. He's covered by Thompson. Now here's Valentine. Rebound by Smith.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
Jefferson dishes to Thompson. The feed to Rose. Outside Crowder. Rose goes in. In the corner, it's Jefferson. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 8. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Rose kicks to Smith. Rose sets the screen for Smith. Feeds it to Jefferson. Outside Crowder. Back to Jefferson. Outside Rose.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet. And it's really all about the evolution of Derrick Rose, finding out how to be more effective at this stage of his career. And, you know, I think he's done a good job of not relying on his outside shot as much. Still can attack and get to the rim, and it's starting to lead to better results.
The free throw drops for Rose. For Rose, the outside shot was something that never really recovered after his injuries, Greg, but he is still a dangerous scorer without that tool.
One of the better finishers still at the rim in the league in terms of guards. His decision to go inside more helped bump that field goal percentage up last season. Not everyone can adjust their game, but Rose managed to do it seamlessly.
There's a screen. It's stolen by Jefferson. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Crowder. Count it from 12. Crowder's got his second bucket of the night.
And Kevin, how about Crowder's ability to start their offense with his defense? He's always keeping his hands moving.
Now here's Dunn. He's covered by Rose. Dunn's shot's good.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
Smith kicks to Thompson. To the inside and stolen by Valentine. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And the jam by Valentine.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Cleveland leading by 6. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Thompson outside. Jefferson kicks to Smith. From outside, off the mark. Well, Chicago has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Holiday attacking. Crowder with the steal. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And Derrick Rose, over 80% from the free throw line over his career. He makes you pay for those fouls. And for Derrick Rose, listen, he proved last season that he can still be an impact player on the offensive end. The guy averaged 18 points a game, his most since he missed all of the 2013 season. He's confident with the ball in his hand. He's a consistent source of scoring.
Free throw drops for Rose. And for Rose in his offense, he isn't the same player he was, Doris, before his injuries, but he has adjusted his offensive game quite nicely in what he can now do.
Right, because Rose has started to play a lot closer to the rim the last few seasons, and that's helped his scoring efficiency. He doesn't take near the volume of three-pointers he once did.
And both free throws good for Rose. Bulls trail by 8. Dunn with it. He's got 5. He kicks to Holiday. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Smith the pass to Jefferson. Can't cash in from close range. Well, the Bulls shooting not great. 40% for the game. Valentine with it. Now Smith defending. And it's Valentine with the finish.
Oh, my. He's rising up and bringing the wood on that one. Could be just what they need to pick up their energy.
Oh, Greg, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that. Jefferson kicks to Crowder. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Crowder's got 6.
I'll tell you, great job by Crowder to free himself up, an aggressive interior scorer.
Dunn passes to Felicio. Down low. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 6 points for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time. 2-for-1 territory, but they got to work quick.
Right. You don't want to rush it, but you do want to get off as quick a shot as possible.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The first free throw is good. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. He's off on the second. Stolen by Rose. The kick out to Crowder. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Rose to the middle. And Love throws it down.
Look, Kevin, no one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
They set the pick. Dunn kicks to Holiday. Here's Felicio off on that one. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep fighting, fellas. All right, one possession at a time. All right, how are we going to do it? Take care of the ball. Make sure we're getting back in transition. A lot of game left. All right, we'll get it going here. We'll get it going.
Fred Hoiberg encouraging his players to live in the moment. Don't worry about the score right now. Just keep plowing ahead.
Yeah, great point. You can't undo what's already been done. Just deal with what you can control, which is the next possession.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Valentine out there with Dunn. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Holiday in at the 3. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Holiday. Here's the screen. Shoots off the screen. And that one comes up a bit short. Got a piece of it. Outside Rose. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight. Holiday with it. Picked up by Love. Here's Holiday. 6 to shoot. Another miss by Holiday.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And guys, you have to be careful in how you guard Smith. He's so good at drawing contact.
First one falls for him.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise. Always were competitive and in the hunt for a title. But this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and it won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
Outside Rose. There's the dish to Love. Back to Rose. Crowder from outside. But they recover it. Second shot opportunity. Launches it. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Rose in the post. Shoots over Markkanen. Got a piece of it.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Valentine dishes to Holiday. And the Bulls get it back. Valentine kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Dunn. Trying to get back on track. Tries yet again. And Markkanen lays it up and in.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the boards, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
It's a pick by Love. And it's Rose penetrating. He dishes it to Fry. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And this is what I like about Chris Dunn. Tenacity on the dribble drive, plays with a ton of force.
And last season, Doris, we saw the flashes of potential for what Chris Dunn can be, taken 5th overall out of Providence in the draft, and didn't have the easiest time adjusting. But you can see where he'll be of value to this team down the line.
Right, and I think due to the years of experience he had in college, everyone expected Chris Dunn to make an immediate splash. It takes everyone a different amount of time to adjust to the NBA. Dunn has proven he can play NBA-level defense. Now the offense has to catch up.
A different look now for Cleveland. James checked in for Crowder. Dwayne Wade comes in for J.R. Smith. And Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Felicio. Bobby Portis comes in for Markkanen. Mirotic is checked in for Justin Holiday. And Levine subbed in for Valentine.
Chris Dunn, a complete basketball player, dynamite scorer, remarkable passer, and one of the elite defenders.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And another miss by Cleveland. Bulls trail by 12. Dunn, wide open, he fires. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, Kevin, I know this. The energy with which IT plays with is infectious, and I love how hard he goes every night.
Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Thomas.
You know, without a lot of shot blocking on the interior, the Cavs play a very conservative defensive style. A low rate of steals. They want to stay in front and prevent penetration.
The Bulls making a switch here. Grant's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. And for the Cavs, some defensive regression from a top 10 defense in 2016 doors to a bottom 10 last year.
Yeah, it's hard to dispute the notion that their offense carried them. Now, some would attribute that to coasting in the regular season, but still, their aim was to win it all, and tough to do that if you don't defend at a high level. I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
That's a pick by Love. LeBron kicks to Love. And the dunk by Love.
Just an example of what sets LeBron apart from everyone else. The ability to set up his teammates for easy scores while being so dominant himself.
Wade against Levine. Lopez a screen. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's good on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They set the screen. Here's Wade. James kicks to Wade. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Grant kicks to Levine. Back to Grant. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Levine for 3. Again, Levine missing. The Cavaliers leading by 14. And here's Fry from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And for a big man, Fry is one of the better three-point shooters in the league. Downright lethal from the outside.
Grant the pass to Lopez. Grant kicks to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Passes it to James. Wade outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Goes up at the stripe. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. LeBron against Mirotic, the 11-footer. Wade outside. Second shot opportunity. No good on that one. Bulls trail by 17. Levine with it. Wade picks him up. Levine kicks to Grant. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. LeBron dishes to Thomas. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 14 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Boy, after an up and down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Wade against Levine. He feeds it to Grant. The pass to Mirotic. Dishes to Lopez. Grant outside. And again, no good by Chicago. Wade outside. Kicks to Love. Wide open look. And he can't bank that one in. Bulls trail by 20. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He may not be the primary option offensively, but Lopez can give you big games and help you in so many ways.
Back to LeBron, and James throws it down.
Another solid game from this guy shooting the basketball, just adding to this lead. So hard to defend.
Chicago's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. There's a good screen. Here's Portis. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Thomas with the ball, now guarded by Mirotic. James kicks to Fry. The feed to Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the high post. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Bulls trail by 20. Here's Mirotic. The shot comes out. James with some nice D. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Levine wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
And here is LeBron. Thomas passes to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Love's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, Kevin's release point's so high, you can contest. It doesn't matter.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, Isaiah Thomas can handle the basketball with great efficiency. He might have the league's best hesitation move, and that allows him to get to the rim at will, guys.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Grant against Thomas. Levine for 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got 7 rebounds in the game. LeBron dishes to Wade. Feeds to Love. Back to Wade. He kicks it to Thompson. The shot. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And again, Chicago. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 19. Love right side. And the dunk by Love.
Well, this is where Isaiah Thomas's ability to pick apart the defense. The man is the maestro at finding his teammates.
There's a screen. Grant kicks to Mirotic. Sweet little floater.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup. The teardrop.
And it's Wade in the corner. James up top, covered by Mirotic. No good from Wade.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for LeBron.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Love kicks to James. Chicago grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Grant, he's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James kicks to Wade, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
And so here's Cleveland. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And then Smith with the dunk.
Up by double digits, little time remaining. Way to defend your house.
Well, this is what you call taking care of your business, showing dominance on their home floor. What an excellent effort.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Kevin, what was working so well for you tonight?
I think we had a concerted effort on both ends. I thought tonight on the defensive end we really did a good job of stepping up and taking away their very good options that they have there. So they're a really well-coached team, but we had a great game plan tonight going against them on our home floor.
You really did get it done, Kevin. Thank you for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.